backs, and you can see that I hope you hear it now because I'm about to activate it. There we go. I think I am. Oh, oh. Oh, hold on. I think it was on cam 2. We're having a little bit of technical difficulty.
That's all right, though. This is part of what happens. It's okay as long as our mics are going. Looks like our mic is good. All right. So what I really want to do is I want to show off the new camera
Right here. I want to show that you guys can see me here, and then my work as I do all that. Right now, as you guys can see, I have the big and the small window. I got this ready the other day. Now it's time to glue them onto the new frames, or well, the new base, anyways. You know. So that's what I'm gonna do right here. We're gonna use our trusty glue. Where are you? I am running out of it. This is the E6000 glue. It's a great product. It's a great product, but I hate it. I hate this chemically smells, you know. But hey, sometimes you just gotta get your hands dirty and all that. I prefer to use tacky glue, but honestly, for these kind of projects or for working with glue, I would definitely recommend using something stronger like the E6000. I was using other type of glues, but since those didn't work as well, I'm just going to stay away from that and just say E6000 is probably the way to go with it. And you can see here, this is the frame that I'm trying to glue together. And now I'm adding a frame because I want it to be sturdy. I don't want it to be all wonky. I'm also going to add a top frame to it. But first things first, let's get these corners glued together. It looks like everything's going fine over here on the camera. Yeah. Alright, cool.
Where's my glue? Here you are. I love your earrings. They're sick. Yo, thank you for that. Massimiliano says, "Hey guys, how's life? Life is good. I had a good, productive morning. It's always good when I can start the morning off with a little bit of exercise and and a good snack and a good therapy session. You know what I mean? Other than that, we are working to get the cameras going on Roku and YouTube because I want to be able to show, like I said, my work and give you guys a chance to check out my beautiful face. Now what I'm doing here is I'm making sure that I place enough glue. I'm still not used to working with this stuff. Like I said, I don't like this chemical smell stuff, but right now I'm being very generous with the glue amount that I'm using because, well, it's a lot of wood to glue down. You start the morning and I'm ready for bed. By the way, thank you guys for liking. We are at 2K likes. Appreciate the heck out of that. So as you can see here, I make sure to mark off where all this glue is going to go, and I got to remember which side is which. Okay, I'm using the pretty face. We'll call this the Barbie because it's pretty. We're going to use that as the outside face. And we're just going to connect it here. Put a little bit of pressure on it. But not too much. Not too much pressure. Okay. So as I align my project properly, how far are you guys into Agatha Harkness? Have you watched all 3 episodes yet? Did you know it was out? It came out last week. We were excited to watch the episode 3 yesterday. It was pretty awesome. There's a few things that I called, or at least had feelings like, you know, they were going to go towards that direction. Like one, Mrs. Foreman. I forget the actress's name, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows this lady as Mrs. Foreman from the 70s show. When they made the joke or
the sacrifice of the show, like I had already called that because she doesn't have any magical properties and any magical abilities, I would say, and she ended up being the first one to pass away. Now they're doing the thing, you guys. They're doing the thing. They'll say certain lines that'll foreshadow what's going to happen in the show, and I think it's I think it's pretty telling. Obviously, I think they do it on purpose to make sure that us, the listeners, the watchers, are actually paying attention and connecting what they say. So when they said that she was, what is she? You're the human sacrifice. That was my first hint that I might be on the right road. I think they said it
was when they said that it could be a puppet of Mephisto when one of the witches was talking to the teen. Now, I mean, if that's not telling that Mephisto's going to be involved somehow, then I don't know what is. There's a few speculations of it. I think it's a great misdirect for people to think that the teen is going to be Agatha's son. If you were paying attention, Agatha sacrificed her son for the dark hole, which I think, one, is diabolical. Dang, Agatha, like, what? And I think it's a great misdirection because she is starting to open up to him and be motherly, like, when it comes to being the fun mom, saying that he can have a drink when everyone else said no, or being the protective mom when she stopped him from having the drink after finding out that it was actual poison. Pardon me. Okay, so this is pretty much all I needed to do with this part, is to just glue it down together so that it could stick. I think being generous with this glue is pretty much what I have to go and like what I got to do every time, which is totally fine. But I'm just saying. Okay, so the next part is what's really gonna worry me, because I gotta glue these two together from the bottom. So we're gonna do that. But first, we gotta find that bottom piece. Okay. Richard, thank you so much for fixing the camera angles, the camera issue. I will get it, I swear. I think you saw me suffering there for a little bit, but thank you for coming to my rescue. Okay. So for those that can't see, let me angle this way.
Oh. Now, I'm thinking of 2 different ways to actually ship this. I don't know whether I want to make this one of its own piece right here, or if I want to glue it down to the base and then just send it with this being, you know, part of the base, like just permanently on the base itself. One reason that another option that I have is to where after I build this door that's going to go here where my hand's going through, I could leave it to where it's three
pieces that you have to put together to use it. And for this purpose, one, you can take this wall off, right, and then breach in there and have the door with that wall. And then two, you know, you could do the same thing over here. Take this wall off, and again, three, take the door off so that you can actually move stuff around in here if you wanted. So I have my options to consider, but honestly, I want it to be the most fun for the commissioner, the guy that commissioned this. That looks so dope, bro. Yo, thank you. I know we talked about having it done by the end of September, at least half of it done. To me, half of it means all of this: the face, the side, the roof, basically everything ready and prepped to paint. I might not meet that deadline, but it's still gonna get done. Obviously, I'm not just gonna stop working on it because you know how me boys. Let me check. I just saw that I got some messages up in here. Thank you guys. By the way, Action Figure AF, thank you for those hearts. Joining the Heart Gang once again. Really appreciate that. Any and all contributions to the live via gifts do go right back into buying more art material, and any subscribers that join the gang will be eligible to win giveaway prizes, and only subscribers after only subscribers will have that eligibility. The only giveaway that I will do as an open giveaway is for the 5K followers goal that I have. I'm shy under 3K right now, which is still got a long ways to go, but I don't think it's impossible to get those 5K. So you know, if you guys know anybody that's into action figure photography, action figure props, world building with their action figures, send them my way. I will release videos to entice others with the prices that they will have to choose from, because it's not just going to be one price, it's going to be 3 prizes that people can choose from. So that means there's going to be 3 winners, and if that trickles down to, you know, one person doesn't want their prize, they can always give it away to somebody else. And yeah, but we'll talk more about that when we get closer to that. Okay, here we go for these walls. I just like watching this. Like, honestly, this feeds my imagination on like what am I gonna add to it. As this is here in front of me, you can see that some of these parts in the back actually have some yellow showing. It's the underlayer of the wood that when it was stacked. I don't really know the technical name for it, but this is where I can get crafty with it, because it's showing all this stuff. I can add more to cover it, right? And here we have some slabs of wood that would be great for that in itself. Let me reach in here. I can either go with wood, or I can go with, no, let me pull the next part out really quick. Oh my god, please don't fall over, please don't fall over. You're gonna fall over, aren't you? You're gonna fall. Okay, there we go. Or I can go with a plastic sheet and just, you know, cut it to size. That way, you know, it's definitely not gonna crack like wood will, and it won't bend when I add glue to it, or warp. If you guys ever play with wood, you'll know that wood warps with glue once you lather it all over it. I don't know if I should keep talking, but that's just the thing that happens, you know, with woodworking. Another thing that I do have in mind that I could do is add some crafting paper. Let me show you guys the crafting paper that I've chosen for this. So obviously this is the corner storefront of it. What I decided to do was go with the blue for the store, or at least for some of the accents, you know. So like, you know, bring up your mental color wheel and really play with it. Any colors that go with this blue, like khaki, white, black, maybe yellows. But yes, I have plenty of options. If Action Figure AF is still in here, he can tell me which one he wants, but just, you know, you can imagine how covering this with that would just cover all of the imperfections of the wood. But as I ponder on that, what did you guys think about the new Agatha episode, or the first or second one? As soon as we get everything situated on the streaming side of this, I'm going to hit play on the show and watch it from the first episode to the third. We got 2 hours to cover. I'm pretty sure we can do it. You're good, bro. Take your time. I get it. I just saw that. Thank you, thank you. What it do? Most hated figs. You're back in here causing mayhem. You could. I hope you're not gone, bro. But you see it, man. I'm going over my options. Action Figure AF. You can let me know what you think is cool. Would you like me to just cover up with wood? Would you like me to use plastic? This is as much as your project as it is mine, even though we know which side of the fence we're on about it. But either way, this is for you, baby. You know, whatever you want on it, I can do it, I think. So some of the benefits, the pros and cons. Let's go over them. The pros and cons about using wood. It's gonna get weathered with, you know, with time. It's gonna fade a little bit. Of course, I'm going to seal them, so it's gonna do its best. The sealant's gonna do its best to preserve that. But it's gonna give a unique like visual aspect. Like, it's just gonna look unique compared to being covered by plastic. This plastic is also gonna fade a little bit depending on how you take care of it. If you keep it on the sun, where some, like, the lights is continuously hitting it, you know, that may differ. But for the most case, painting this kind of plastic sheets, they look awesome. They look really, really good. Just do what you think looks best. I trust the process. Do the wood. you you got it, bro. So the crafting paper, this is for the inside of it because I want to, you know, obviously give it some texture. The pros and cons about this is it has beautiful texture. It really does, but with time, it is going to get a little weathered. Like, let's say you rub stuff on it a little too hard. Like, if you guys be rubbing too hard, it's going to take some of the paint off of it, and you're going to see the bottom layer, which is this khaki, which isn't a bad thing. Weathered crafting paper looks awesome when it's called for that look. Either way, weathering after time, if it's not taken care of, it will show. I'm just kind of going through the pros and cons as I choose which one to go with. Action Figure AF says do the wood, so I'm gonna do the wood. But we are going to do the wood, but we're going to do a different sheet. We're going to do these balsa wood, these basswood sheets. They're a little thicker, and I feel like they will definitely do the job. I just got to get enough of these out. I think 4 will do. Wait, no. Yeah, 4 will do, I believe. And that's 4 for each side. I could be wrong on that, but we're going to get these out anyways and go with that. Now, I'm not sponsored by them, but I really, really want some Midwest Products to, like, sponsor me, because your boy be using all their products all the time. Yo, what is going on, Coach Scooby? Thanks for sharing the live. follow Coach Scooby with this, and please share the live out to 5 of your friends that are online right now. Surprise them if they don't know anything about this stuff. Surprise them. Send them my way anyways. Let them know I'm a cool guy, and hopefully they'll follow and be part of the gang over here, the Heart Gang, Uaha. This looks like the corner door for the corner store. Am I right? Yes, sir. Right now we're letting this dry. As I let this dry, though, I do got to take some measurements. I'm getting some stuff ready because I got to make the door, right? So let's open up our workspace a little bit. Put some stuff on the floor here. It'll be okay, right? Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be just fine. Nothing to worry about. So what I really need to do is I need to measure how big this door is going to be. I have some right here, but it looks like I missed the mark by just a smidgen. So that's what I need to consider now. Okay. So instead of the 4, now it's going to be 4 and 2/8. Yep, 4 and 2/8. And again, we are going to go 4 2/8 by 10 inches. There we go. So now that I have that, hopefully I won't forget because I'm an airhead, but hey, you know, that happens. 4 2/8, and I need, for that, we're going to stick to the same wood material that we used for the two sides. All done, still needs a little tweak, but sounds good now. Richard, if you're still here, thank you so much for dealing with that for me. Back to playing Agatha in the background.
Maybe.
We are at the scene where she is sitting next to Rio talking about the case.
I can't shake this feeling I'm seeing everyone.
I love the dialogue that they're having because obviously one is talking about the case and the other is talking about the magic spell that Agatha is under.
Do you remember why you hit me?
This part's very mysterious. We don't know Rio's story or like connection to Agatha, but you caught up on that show? I am. We are talking about Agatha today and doing some crafting at the same time. Now, you guys remember those measurements? It is 4 2/8 and 10 inches tall, right? So let's get some of that going here. 4 2/8. So interesting enough, on episode 3, one of the witches uses very interesting verbiage when she talks about the teen, or talks about Agatha's past, right? She goes, she wouldn't even recognize her own child if she saw him in the front of the door, right? And of course we're all thinking, oh, she's talking about the teen. Is she though? What do you guys think? Do you think the teen is her son? Or do you think they're doing a misdirect? I personally think that the teen is Mephisto or Mephisto's goon. Like, he's doing a great job at, one, knowing everything that the witches are about, but then acting dumb in certain times to just, like, you know, make it too obvious that he knows more, but he's giving them the chance to teach or maybe review things that he's aware of.
Alright, come on. Give his name and he's not in the system. Where's your fence? You take anything from your place? No.
So let me reach in here for one of my tools. It's about to get dusty up in here, so where is my mask? I think it's too obvious, right? Yeah, exactly. It's too obvious. And that's why I don't believe that the teen is her kid. I'm just, you know, I'm used to Marvel just sweeping the rug under my feet with surprises, and that's what I'm trying to think about when watching the show now. Let's talk about you then, you little dirtbag. I love the way that she treats him, though. It reminds me of like one of the cool moms that just, you know, knows how to throw her weight around with her kids. But then again, Agatha's always been that kind of menacing person. We saw it on the Wanda show, and I just love that they're really sticking to that. She's not trying to be a good guy right now. Even if she's under a spell, she's still her menacing self. I do gotta get a wet paper towel. Normally I don't saw inside the house, but because I'm doing my show, I'm going to this time, and just having a wet paper towel to catch all the sawdust is ideal. So if you guys ever have to saw stuff inside, put a wet paper towel underneath so you guys can catch as much as the sawdust that you can. And sorry about the noise. All right. This is gonna hurt my face. Okay, that's one way. Now I gotta go the other way. By the way, shout out to Hot Spaghetti. My friend gave me this tool, and I've loved it ever since. All right. So that's one cut. I still have to make another. I think it's Mr. Rick, like you said. Yeah, I mean, I'm really like they're doing the thing. Earlier, I was saying how they'll give you hints of what they're going to do in the show, like when they made the joke of one of the people being a sacrifice, and then Mrs. Hart. You know, they said that the teen was going to be a sacrifice, which that could still be happening, but later on in a different episode when Agatha has to, you know, face that, as in maybe the teen is going to have to be optionally sacrificed. Like there'll be an option for her to sacrifice the teen in order to get the dark hold again, I think, or her powers back. That's kind of where my mind's going with that comment. But then also when they said it about Miss Hart. When they said, "What is she doing here? She doesn't have any, like she doesn't belong on the road, right?" Well, then add the fact that she said, "Oh, bury me in the kitchen," and what happened? She passes away in the kitchen. Like they're doing the thing. So I'm starting to really consider everything they say with that in mind. Oh, okay. We're gonna go this way instead. Maybe that way. All right. This is one of those jobs I gotta stand up for. Let's. I hit pause on the show because I gotta saw this really quick. Yeah. Okay. You can always tell which way this wood was laid because it like fights against the saw. Oh, come on, baby. This is why I don't like sawing inside or on camera. It's just such a ugh. That's all the sawing I have to do today, I think. I apologize for that. Let's get back to it.
What were you looking for in my house? Irrespective of your prayers and a fulfilling home life. But you were fresh out of those.
Every time this scene pops up in my head, I laugh when she kicks the teen over on the chair. That's hilarious to me. She's like bad cop, worse cop, you know.
So you want to keep poking the bear?
All right, now that I cleaned my area off, once again I will have to make a mess and do some sanding.
What are you after?
Another reason why I think it's a giant misdirect is because they probably would have just been out front and said, yeah, this is definitely Billy, you know, or I think that's his name, Maximov's kid.
This morning. It led to something pretty awful.
Earlier I was talking about how everyone is out of Wanda's spell, but she's still delusional about it. Obviously, because she's still spellbound. But just imagine, you know, just being confronted by this lady that's like crazy because she's still under a spell, and everyone is still free. Okay. Almost got it, you guys. Alright, this is one of the first examples that they show that he has some magical abilities, even just by knowing what to say here. So here they say that he's breaking the spell that she's under, right? Funny enough though, Rio earlier in the scene says that she has the ability to break out of it herself in her own words.
We're spending the night with Tank. Let's see how long we can keep that up.
This is just and obviously it's a good misdirect if I'm right, because Billy obviously has magical powers named Wiccan. If you guys don't know, Wiccan is what you call someone that practices Wicca, I believe. Could be wrong. So it's kind of all there, setting itself up for you to think one thing or the other. Okay, so now that we've made that door, we're going to bring our walls back out. Okay, really quickly though, let's take a break from that and make sure this is fitting well. Okay, good. Good. Come on, I need you to fit a little bit more flush than that. There we go. See, what I want is... well, dang it. What I wanted was for this to be a little bit bigger, or longer, thicker, because I'm going to need... there's these angles, right, that I have to meet, and to properly meet those, Honestly, I should have made this a little bit thicker. Right now it's at 4 2/8. I should have gone with 4.5. That way I could sand the sides of this to fit more flush. So here's my first dilemma. I just spent all that time sawing that. Not the biggest issue. I have extra wood, which is why I bought extra wood for times like this. But that means I'm gonna have to cut a whole new piece if I want to go through that and do it the way that I'm thinking. So your boy has to cut a whole new piece. That's okay. That's okay. It's part of the build, right? Unless, hold on, watcha. Unless, can I use these? I have these thicker, they look like little stirring sticks, right? Unless I can use these on the side, and then after I glue them, I can probably sand the edge that I don't need. I'm trying to avoid Frankensteining too many pieces together. This is why this is why I normally stay quiet while I do builds, because I have to be able to think properly and not forget all those steps, like, you know what I mean? But I want to talk about Agatha, so dang it. Get off my case, lady. Okay. Alright, so far I'm really liking this though. Like, heck yeah. With this corner wall like that. Yes. Okay, but no, for real though, I think it'd just be easier for me to use a whole different sheet of wood. So that's what I'm gonna do. Put these two babies away. And, you know, it's not like the biggest deal that didn't come out the way I wanted it to. I can always use that for a different project. There's always a different purpose. There's always more than one purpose for stuff like that. So we got to the part of episode 1 when she's walking into the morgue and checking out her body. She's about to see that her hair it's crazy how we go nuts over every reference to a character that we know. Like she said Scarlet, oh my gosh, she means Scarlet Witch. Well, she said it, she's saying the thing. You know what I mean? Oh gosh. We eat that up. We eat that up. Oh, is that a possible Easter egg? Oh my god. And then being in the know of every Easter egg too. That's like nerd gold.
That witch is gone. And all the copies of the Dark Hold with her. You've been trapped in the distorted spell. But you don't have to stay there, do you?
Now her stripping down from being told that she doesn't have to stay there by Rio, talking about the hex that she's under. One, it's great symbolism, and then two, of course, if you guys don't know, I know a little bit about witchcraft, right, and some of its history, and I do recall that it was documented that witches would practice witchcraft in the nude. So it's kind of a fun it's a fun fact, and you know, like it's a fun fact in the fun way that they're expressing this rebirth of her coming out of the spell.
Yes, claw your way out.
Ooh. Okay. Now. So I know I used the saw earlier, but I kind of want to work with my my blade, so I'm gonna use my blade instead. Get your navaja out. We're gonna switch our blade though from one side to the other just so that it could be extra helpful. I've been using this side for a minute now, so it's time. It's time. Can you imagine the patience that Rio has right now? Because she's just waiting for Agatha to realize who she is before she unleashes like her fury on her. I don't know. What would you guys do in that situation? Would you take the easy win and just let Agatha have it, or would you wait for her to be powered up like she's gonna suggest later in this? Personally, a win is a win, so you know, like I don't care. A win is a win. I would let her have it. Her coming outside and talking to the neighbors in the nude is just hilarious.
What? How long have I been living in this cesspool of a town? You don't remember. Catch me up.
So here when he says you don't remember is kind of like it's more for us, you know, because we just saw him interact with her earlier in the episode when she believes that she's a cop. So she's been running around acting like she's a detective. So this whole you don't remember part is just for the fun of it, for us to more so like feed the narrative, which is, you know, it's fun, but don't let that slip by, because he knows that she doesn't remember because she is still under the spell. Or he thinks that it was the old spell where people knew that they were under a spell but couldn't do anything about it. So maybe that's another way you can look at it. But for me, it was more like, hey, come on now, I think you were aware of that.
3 years?
We trying to say her name.
Because you're cowards.
And of course, they got to do a little Voldemort shout out over here. We don't say his name.
Mommy knows he'll cut out your tongue.
Yeah. Be yourself, almost like you got bit by the tree.
Have a good day at work. Thank you.
Spouting nonsense, and you've just been humoring me.
Folks been trying to help out, you know, stopping by, bringing you groceries, and checking up on you.
No, I get it. Librarian.
Okay, see, that was a lot more quiet, and I got what I needed to do done. It just takes a little longer.
Oh, jeweler.
When the guy playing the jeweler just walks away, nope. Not my pig, not my farm.
The fact that you seem pretty lucid for a change. Aggressive.
Coach says he'll take the win.
What did you say?
I said powerful, but look, Agnes, if
It's Agatha.
yeah, can you put on some clothes? 'Cause you
I feel like here is the first time that they actually got to know her real name, being Agatha, which is a trip, because again, this whole time I think they're still in the belief that she was still a neighbor in a spell, like under a spell like they all wore. Like, can you imagine waking up from a spell? What would the first thing you do or like what would the first thing you do be? Like, oh, by the way, thank you for those roses. Oh, horror comic nut. It's funny, as a toy collector, I'm pretty sure the first things that we would do as toy collectors is go check our collection. Like, oh my god, I swear to God, if my sister's kids touched them while I was gone, kind of thing, you know. Which is kind of what she does. She goes downstairs to check her her playroom.
You gotta get back on top.
So here, if you're checking out my work, what I did was I taped this wood down so that it wouldn't move under my hands, and I'm still pressing it down just so I can get straighter cuts. And again, I gotta give it to Agatha. She looks so cool. Her house is pretty awesome. If I ever own a house, knock on wood, I hope I do, that like it's got to be whimsical, witchy like vibes, you know what I mean? The more haunted it looks, the more I'm gonna like it.
Prison's mine.
Just a few more goes at it. I can't tell if Rio is supposed to be like a Spanish witch, you know, but she's definitely dropping some Spanish in there. Or maybe her name being Rio is just something that I want to like. I'm looking too deep into it. I mean, too deep my own thoughts, you guys. Also, I'm glad that that side ripped off and not the side that I need ripped off. Funny enough, it looks like she knows witch kung fu, which is awesome. Like some sort of witchy fighting style. There, where she was able to deflect those moves. I'm like, okay, who taught you all that jazz? Like some Spanish knife fighting over here.
Do you remember pain? It kind of tickles, doesn't it?
That's got to be hella cool. One of the coolest spells you can cast over yourself, not to feel pain. Which is probably why she's such a calloused character, you know? Or at least adding to the fact that she's so calloused. If I'm using that right. You pretty much will say anything to survive these kind of situations, right? I mean, I would say the same thing too. Like, really, you're gonna pick on me when I'm like at my weakest? Why don't we square up when I'm Gucci, baby? Like, straight up, that's probably a really good way of like to distract someone. I don't think that would ever work in a real fight, but it's worth a try. Some comments were filtered because y'all don't know how to be TikTok spicy, just regular spicy. Y'all need to TikTok-ify those comments, y'all. Okay, so this is exactly what I was talking about. This is what I wanted to achieve with this piece of wood itself.
Sure to tell them where to find you. Who? Specifically. The worst of them. The Salem 7. I expect you to see them at sundown.
Okay.
After all these centuries.
So what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to guesstimate how far I have to shave some of these corners off. That I'm going to do with my knife. So what I'll do is I'll take off little by little instead of a lot at the first go. So let's get our ruler out and we're going to go in. We're going to eyeball it. I know, it's kind of risky, but I'm going to eyeball it. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to eyeball it. I'm just going to add this right here. Season of the Witch, what a great choice for this outro song. Ultimately, this was a lot of fluff. We had to go through breaking the spell and being aware of who she is to get to this point, which is totally fine. But it was you know, it took up a whole episode, and I'm not always gonna like that, but I think they did a decent enough job with this one. So here. Here I'm cutting at an angle and I'm gonna sand the rest of it, but I really want to help myself out here and cut what I can with the blade before I sand away, just so I can have that much of an edge on it, no pun intended. This is why we're only doing little by little. Let me switch back, making sure everyone can see what I'm doing. Okay, here we go. We're going to... And of course we're going to let this song play because it's a wonderful song. Okay. And because, you know me, I gotta clean as I go, otherwise I start freaking out. So that was episode 1. It had a lot to it had a lot to deliver, and I think it did a great job in the way that it did that. My dogs are barking. I just got a package. Let me go get the mail. Whoa, you guys, this is a pretty big package. Also, gosh darn UPS, look at this. Just throwing this thing around like it's... Let me take this thing off. Actually, let me... I guess we're gonna open a package. I'm just gonna do my best to get rid of my info here. I think I know who this is from, but I'm not quite sure. You know what? We're just gonna go ahead and open it. We are getting the recap to episode 2 now. I mean, before episode 2 starts. Okay. Ooh! You guys ready? You guys ready for this?
About 3 years.
Okay, I'm gonna pause the show. Ooh, exciting. That's so awesome. You guys. Aww. Aww. No freaking way. You guys, look at this. It's, oh my goodness. We got Kang. We got Kang in our collection. Oh my god. The one with all the ugly faces. Damn. Straight up, that's freaking awesome. Oh my god. I think I know who this is from. I'm pretty sure I know who this is from. He said I didn't have to. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Let me move this out of here. Oh my goodness. I'm not freaking out, you're freaking out. Oh. This was the reason why I got this is because I did a little dirty. No, I got this because it was a birthday gift. So I really want to thank our friend PG2. He said I didn't have to, but you know, come on. If I can, if I have the permission to, I'm going to. I was spoiled already. Oh, you knew about it? Okay. Wait a minute. Was this from PG or was this from you, Jay? I'm pretty sure this was from PG too. Either way, now I'm a little confused, but thank you. It was my birthday on September the 6th. I am a September baby, a Virgo. Thank you. Thank you. Hell yeah. Now I can sell this for twice its value. Oh goodness. That's so cool. I'm gonna have to do an unboxing video and share with you guys some of my raw reactions to it. Okay, so it was PG2. Guys, shout out to PG2. He's so awesome. Dang, y'all. Whoo! I'm about to move my name for myself up in here. Hold on. Should I open it now? No, I should wait. But thanks. Happy birthday to me. Because you guys all know that I'm a big Hasbro fan. Hell yeah. This is a nice surprise. He didn't tell me what he was getting me. I was under the impression it was not going to be something this big. But, cool. Hell yeah. Funny thing is, this is my cousin's favorite character, and I don't believe he has this. He's coming over tomorrow, and I gotta make that video before he shows up because I need to make him jealous, as cousins do. Hell yeah, I'm so happy. PG2, you're awesome, bro. Much appreciated, man. Don't get me wrong, I really want to open it, but I also got to work on this commission. So we're going to get back to this commission and talking about Agatha. We are on episode 2. If you guys are at home or can watch Agatha right now, watch it with me. You know, we can talk about it. So Coach Kubi says you can gift your cousin the old one if you have it. I do have the old one. I do have it, and I like putting Old Man Hawkeye's head on it. My cousin's actually the one that like suggested I do that, and obviously it looks hella cool. I think he has one too, but who wouldn't want more, right? Which is why I'm gonna keep mine, because you want a console of Kang, or at least a duo of Kang. That's so cool though. I'm like really giddy right now about that. Okay, let's make sure that when I go down, you guys can see more than just my forehead. Oh, oh. Okay. Whoo! Bartman joining the Heart Gang again. Dude, that's what's up. Thank you, thank you.
Come again?
PG2, if you're watching, my birthday's October 1st. Oh, hell yeah. You know I'm gonna use those coins for the addictions, either action fairs or night walkers. If you don't know what a night walker is, you're still innocent at heart, and I love you for it. But if you do know what it is, bad boy. And so this section of the show I like to call whittling. We're doing a little whittling right here. Alright, so I'm rewinding it to the beginning of the show just so I can comment on this jazz. Skip the recap. Circle Swin with fate, unlock thy hidden gate. Whew. Bartman, I'm just working on the door for the corner store right now. I just saw that comment. Thank you for the comments, guys. Any questions and comments are totally welcome. Let me know about your thoughts about Agatha. We are on episode 2 right now. My grandpa taught me that word. Hey, mine's the 5th. Oh, snap. Yours is the 5th? Are you a fan of Old Man Logan? I gotta know now. Of course. Okay, okay. I'm not going to add anything more to it besides that. I just needed to know. Coach Scoop, I got to get better at reading what kind of characters you like. Give me a few characters that you like. Coach Scoop said something awesome just now. He said, funny enough, my oldest son and I share the same birthday. He was my best present ever. That's awesome. Alright, so... Okay, so confession, I know an egregious amount about you. The teen is saying he knows an egregious amount of Agatha, about Agatha, right? One of my favorite Eris. It's a good one. That's why I came here last night. She knows her history, and now he's confessing that he saved her from the spell that she was in, which to me is very, very, very telling of this guy's powers, because even Agatha acknowledges by saying... It was my pleasure. Hold on. Let me turn this up so you guys can hear this too. If you've got the goods to break a spell cast by the Scarlet Witch. She's saying, if you got the goods to break the spell casted by the Scarlet Witch. Why do you need the road? Why do you need the road? Now, come on, guys. That should be pretty telling that he's not some ordinary kid, and that I just don't believe that. Okay, it can go both ways, right? If he is part of Scarlet Witch's powers, and born through those powers, then of course he would have some sort of like tap into it, right? He could tap into them, made out of the same chaos powers. Okay, fine. But if he's not, then he's got to be more powerful than he's like letting them to believe. So that's why I think he's he's either Mephisto or Mephisto's goon. But yeah, I mean that's got to tell you something, right? I like anything spicy, and X-Men 90s cartoons molded me. Nice. Okay. I got some understanding of you now, character-wise. And we all know the Bartman loves his Green Lantern. I see you in here, Bartman, doing the Bartman thing. Okay, and again, I'm going to shave little by little.
That can only take you so far. I want to blast, to shield, to levitate. I see you on a shortcut. The road.
So earlier we were talking with the friends about what the kid wanted. I didn't remember, but right here he's actually saying how he wants to be able to shield, he wants to be able to blast, he wants to be able to levitate, and Agatha says, "Oh, you want a shortcut?" Now this could be innocent and him actually like answering the question like directly, or he could be misdirecting again. Again, this character has, to me, is like this the biggest mystery of them all. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay, so once you start getting this close to your chest with a sharp tool, just change the position, change how you hold it, because nobody wants an accident. I'm gonna be mad if he's not Billy. I'm pretty sure a lot of us are too. Right now, I'm good with either one. He can be Billy or he could be, like I said, Mephisto or a goon. I'm fine with that. It's got to be right. He even looks like the kid they casted for younger Billy. Okay, if we're gonna go off of looks, I want you to consider Sasha Baron, whatever. His ears kind of look just like his, and if he's gonna play Mephisto, they got the same ears.
Who promises that what's missing awaits you at its end? Power is what I'm missing.
Okay, so now he's dead on. He's just dead ass saying that he wants power. Power is what he's missing. Okay, so that's right after saying the road gives you what you're missing. If he is Agatha's kid, boy, you're missing a mom. So like maybe that'll make you guys connect, and she'll respect you for being a strong warlock or witch. So right now we are looking at what, 4 options for what this kid could be. He could be Wiccan, he could be Nicholas Scratch, and or Mephisto is one of my choices, and the other one is Mephisto's goon. What's your guys' money on? Which one do you guys think? Put it down in the comments. The Borat actor, yes, Sasha Baron something. I forget the last part of his long ass name. Like I have a long name too. Like my government name just goes for days, y'all. I gotta get a wet paper towel. I'll be right back.
Missing too. No, too risky. No time. If you want to run, we're coming tonight. Sounds serious. You really think you can outrun them with no magic at all?
You know what I find incredibly rude, which isn't like outside of her MO, but I find this incredibly rude of Agatha to not even ask what the kid's name is. Like, she asked while she was under the spell, but then she never like asked again after she came out to say even thank you for, you know, his participation in freeing her. Typical Agatha.
Say again.
Oh wait, there he goes. I guess I forgot that this whole part happened.
If you want to run, fine. But these people who are coming tonight sound serious. You really think you can outrun them with no magic at all?
Great, now I need a dry towel. And now I'm just gonna keep the towels in here, cause he said his parents are probably sleeping in episode 3. What do you think that can mean? Ooh.
Say again. Interesting.
My first reaction is misdirect. He's lying. He's full of it. He's a lying teenager that wants all the. He wants to manipulate all of us. But my second reaction to that is, damn, I forgot about that line. Let that let that, you know, stir in my head really quick here. But I'll definitely come back to that.
I'm driving.
It does, it does show that he has a separate life outside of all these shenanigans with Agatha. He gets that phone call from his boyfriend. Again, my first reaction: misdirect. The scene when she jumps onto that makeshift car that she put together, that was hilarious. Trying to defeat those muscle memory impulses, you know. All right, I don't need that piece. I do need this fella right here, though.
Miss Harkness! Miss Harkness!
What do you know about cavemanns?
Just that they're drawn together by mysterious forces of fate, and that they're the truest form of sisterhood, and... Oh my god, are you taking me to meet your coven?
No, those harpies are dust.
No, those harpies are dust. That's hilarious.
Of course, that makes sense. It is the witch's plural possessive road.
Ah.
I'm over
Oh,
here.
snap! Hold on. Endor Pickle, thanks for joining the Heart Gang. Heart Gang, ooh ha. 5 hearts for you. Was that 6? Okay, so right now y'all see what I'm doing. I'm trying to place this door right here, making sure that it fits snugly in it.
Are you going in the right direction?
Pretty cool, man.
So if that is Wiccan, then you know that phone call that he just got was from hulking, right? Like, it's gotta be hulking. And if it is hulking, then he doesn't look...
No, it's
He
definitely
doesn't have the blonde hair.
it's the coven's dead rule.
He's in human form.
In any 3-mile radius, there will be a collection.
And I
of
wonder if
witches
that was
enough
like
people
one of the
to
bonds that they're gonna use, you know.
Can you actually jot that down for me? There's a pen in the book compartment.
Okay.
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Right.
Did you take that?
You know, it's
Ah.
I'll remember it.
So,
So, with
looks
the
like...
covenants, it's unlikely we'll find witches as high profile.
Alright, so when you're having
There's no
trouble
such thing.
connecting your projects,
All we need is a bit of talent.
let me move this ruler out of the way and I'll finish that sentence in just 1 second.
Bring out a magical.
I just need to scoot this up more. So I'm having a hard time putting this, having this stand up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reach over here get some of my blue tape, and I'm just going to use a little bit of this guy and put it on the sides here so it can help me stabilize it, like so. Don't work hard, work smart, as they sometimes say. Okay. Boom. That's all I didn't show you guys. I'm pretty sure the description of it speaks for itself. It's not, hard to explain or whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that because I'm having a hard time making it stand. Make it wiggle into place a little more. There we go. How about you over here on this side? Are you good? Are you connected where I want you to be? You are. Good, 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 good. And it looks like this tape is a little weak, so I'm going to use this guy. Okay.
You think there's a real witch in there? Let's see if she knows the secret handshake.
The secret handshake.
I feel really optimistic about this.
Okay.
Welcome to the curious. Good day, madam. Oh, thank you so much for seeing us. We are hoping for a miracle.
This bullshit stuff.
Oh, he doesn't talk much. He's got social
Later, Peeves. Gotta hit the road. Later, Coach. Thanks for hanging out as long as you did.
And we miss him something awful. And we surely would love to commune with him today.
Everybody else that's hanging out with me, thank you so much, guys. We are at right under 6K likes. We're talking about Agatha Harkness, episode 1 through 3. We are on episode 2 as I craft this corner store.
Thank you. You're a doll. How will you be paying? He's got it. Debit works. He always takes care of Mom. Hurry up, though. Your husband was a proud man. Oh, indeed he was. Did he go?
Okay. So then we're going to...
Take Cole. Oh, she's good. Now, the location of those gold bars.
Ah! Okay, so it looks like that one's weak too. It's okay. That's why we have this other tape.
You'll find the gold bars in an old bowling bag at the back of this closet. Yes, that's it. Thank you. Thank the lady. Would you please, Buford? There's something else.
Buford.
You've
There
been
we
under the
go.
influence of another. Someone you hurt.
Okay, let's just...
They took your agency. For 3 years.
Let's just scoot you back to where I marked you, because
It's not
that's...
the first time
You're missing your mark, okay, Dora? Get back to your mark.
But you survived.
Come on, be a professional.
In a way, few do.
There we go.
In fact, that's why you're here.
Kind of?
And I am not interested.
Wait, what?
Thank you for your purchase. Your bank statement will say Lilia's leggings, but that's just my side hustle.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, you haven't even heard the pitch. I don't need to. What witch in her right mind would join Agatha Harkness's coven?
I would.
Not looking
Like,
for
who would not
right-minded
join her
witches
coven?
as it
Like,
happens.
it'd be so exciting to me. Lady, I don't know if I'd want to join yours. Like, god dang.
Place. Are you all right now? So you're a bit of a kook. Every witch has their process. You showed some real skill out there. I didn't read
Okay.
your fortune. I read your reputation. Oh,
So
like you were the reason people think we poison apples and steal children.
this is
and
occasionally
eat
something that
babies. Babies
happens
are delicious.
when
How old
you
are you? Born in 10,
undercorrect.
born in 15? How dare you? Oh, I apologize. You don't look a day under 450.
Years old?
You get what? Maybe 2 suckers a day in here, and $20 later
Okay.
you're sitting on a bed that's also your wall.
It's not like
You miss the glory
it's not that
days.
big of a deal,
Those two
but
separate
ideally
family
you'd
villages
want
passed
these sides
over
flush.
accurately predicting tragedy.
On this
No, they
side,
do not.
it fits
Beat it,
perfectly
Marcus.
on the angle.
I'm gonna
Over
walk
here, it could use some more shaving or sanding, my bad. But at the same time, it's not gonna like marry to this wall the way I want it to, because this wall's just missing, well, length
Where's your power now?
to meet as flush as I want it to. But what I can do is I can shave it,
Are you honestly
shave it. I could
asking
sand it a little
me to
more.
coven up with the single most
I'll do that
infamous
now.
witch on this continent?
Oh, please. Name a badder bitch in South America or Europe.
Who is this child?
I'm
My pet. This is my pet.
So that's what I shall
Say hi,
do.
I.
You expect me to risk my life on the witch's road. And if we're successful, when? If we're successful, watch you turn around and steal my power.
This part, I guess everybody can remember. She was taking Scarlet Witch's powers in WandaVision in this manner.
I can't steal your magic unless you blast me with it. So if you show a little self-restraint, which, let's be honest, you're gonna need to, all that power is yours to keep. I found this on your door. The path you're currently on leads nowhere. Join me. Us.
Again, Wanda. Again, Agatha being a master manipulator. It's gotta suck though. Like, it seems like all these witches she is encountering, like, did get hindered and their powers are gone. Which makes me wonder, was there a more powerful being out there that did put the, did stun witchcraft in this universe? Like, what's going on with that?
A list of 4 names. Looks like you've got your coat on. Leave me out of it. You're on here.
What? No, it was a mistake.
What? Can't say
Okay.
no to you.
So I gotta make sure. I could probably still use a little bit more shaving down here. She's looking at what she believes to be somebody's familiar, as the Salem 7 are closing in on her. I'll tell you what, man, if I had a raven as a familiar, that'd be dope. But honestly, the real familiar I would want, I have 2 choices. Either a guinea pig or a possum. And that's it. Guinea pig or a possum are my familiars.
My probiotic candles are perfect for both ambiance and metabolic regulation. I am obsessed with these, especially because you do have to burn them before ingestion. It's an FDA thing, but also mandatory Zen time. Hey, where do you keep your jade eggs? Fresh out of marbles, and my pelvic floor is all over the place. Actually, you guys want to go splitsies on one?
Splitsies on a jade egg.
Did you heard of the traveling kegel? No?
That's crazy.
God, Agatha, I haven't seen you since I made a really pointed effort to never run into you again. So good. How are you? Awful. I'm assembling a coven. I need a potions guy. We're gonna walk the road. You're serious? It's a dead end. Literally.
Okay. So how does this one fit after adjusting it with some sanding? Way better. So much better. And it's going to give me plenty of space to work with to create a door.
I know. What do you care about my magic? Oh.
That's great. That's great.
Lost the dark hole. And now you're powerless and exposed.
So the next part that I have to do is, well, I have options. Options. As you can see, I am holding it up with some with some duct tape. I can glue it down, duct tape it, and I could either that or I can nail it. Honestly, I feel like gluing it down, duct taping it is going to be enough.
Another child sacrifice?
But
I'm really sorry
yeah.
about our recent legal troubles.
Yes, I'm aware. Fraudulent misrepresentation resulting in consumer injury?
I personally would not consider superficial burns injury, but apparently some people needed skin grafts.
Oh, Shan. I haven't been convicted of anything. Yet. Historically,
Okay.
we as a group don't allow courtrooms.
The charge has a surprisingly lenient penalty, just like payouts and maybe like 5 years in prison. With 800
what I want to do though is I want to make this as secure as possible. So for the bottom piece here, I'm going to have to create a plate that covers all three of these, and then I'm going to have to glue it down. And of course, follow through all the way towards the end so that it's even out.
You've tried everything but
again, I just really want to make this stable as possible. I don't want it to fall apart. But I'm moving a little too fast. I have to consider the three options that I've given myself. One, I can glue it all together and it's one piece. Two, it's three different pieces that come together for different purposes. Mainly the purpose to be able to take a wall off or move a wall out of the way so that they can move the accessories and whatever scene that they're going to prep in here easier. And the third option is to glue this down to the base of the diorama. Now doing that is going to make it harder to store, but that's kind of on the customer, the storing part. It's great if I can think ahead and make it easier, but that's just how that kind of goes.
I don't want to ever hear those words paired together again.
Ooh. I am at the 3.5 hour mark. We've gone through episode 1 and 2 for Agatha. Well, I've put this together. I had an oopsie earlier to where I had to redo this first faceplate. My windows are drying right now. I glued them together. I think those are going to fit perfectly in here. I might have to do some sanding, but that's it.
Yeah, I saw them list something.
Your old lieutenant commits
Reconnected successful. Ooh.
You're fired.
What divine intervention is this? You're out of a job, and we're setting off for the road today. People like you are dangerous. Agreed, but the road? The road isn't real. You Kerberys don't get it. It's just a stupid song.
40 million copies worldwide, beg to differ. The road is real. Agatha's been there.
I'm back. The road is a myth. It's a con. A cult.
Yeah.
But what if it isn't? What if you could finally answer the question that has been haunting you for most of your life?
So with that, I'm going to leave the door for the rest of the door for a different day. I mean, I can definitely draw it out. Actually, yeah. Sorry, immediately changed my mind. I'm gonna draw out the door, And that's what I'll work on for the rest of this.
Tough nut to
So
smash.
Crack.
I didn't even get to give her your
first,
address. No later.
I'm going to make some marks that'll allow me to connect this a lot easier once I put it together.
Are you sure 2 witches are enough? How far away is the road? Like, what's the drive time?
Where are you from?
Me? Originally, I mean, I was born.
Alright. What I'm doing right now is I'm making marks on certain areas that this meets. There's different plates of wood that I put together, obviously, to create these walls. And where they meet is what I'm marking on the outside, so that I know and have a better idea of how to fit this door once I put it together. You know what I mean? So now that that's out of the way, I can move this, move that off. I can separate that. I'm gonna put this tape piece right there, and also move that out of the way. Let's work on this door now. Put some of our tools out of the way so that I can work a lot more comfortable, no clutter. Okay. There we go.
Don't be nervous. They'll show. I know. Does this look centered?
Let me see. Maybe if I put it a little more to the yeah, leave it up. Really.
So what I'm going to use to help me
Oh God.
figure out the dimensions of this door is I'm going to use a toy. I'm going to use 2 toys actually. I'm going to use a Jada action figure. This is Ryu from Jada Toys. And I'm also going to use a custom of myself. This one is a Robin action figure that's someone customized to look like a caveman that looks like me-ish. I wish I was that buff.
And you need a chemical peel. This is never gonna work. Your front door is missing.
Alice, how did you?
I'm the next cop.
So we want the bottom frame of the door. We want the bottom of the door to still have,
Where's our green witch?
like, I need to step over, right?
One of those.
Of course we do.
Well, not necessarily, but why I want that to happen
Make thy power earthly and divine. No, I've heard
is because it's going to bring more stability to the door itself. If I take it all the way off, it's going to be a little harder to connect,
Well,
but it's not, you know,
there's one more name on the coven list.
it's not like a deal breaker. It's just going to be one of those ways that the door is
His
made.
handwriting is so bad I
What
can
was the last name?
Okay, you know what,
It
actually,
wasn't a name. It was a heart. A heart? A black heart. That's because you used a black pen.
okay, so here's 3 different misdirections that they're presenting for this part. Black Heart could be Black Heart, Mephisto's son. Black Heart could... Holy shit. The kid is Black Heart. The teen is Black Heart. In the show Agatha, the teen is Black Heart. It's gotta be. Black Heart / Agatha's kid that now Mephisto adopted. Obviously because of the trade, right? And it'd be suiting because he named him Blackheart to tease him about his mother trading the child in order to get the dark hole. That would... Damn, guys, I think I'm cooking. I think I'm cooking here. I don't know. But back to the toy. Honestly, I think the best way to do this part is to not have the remaining, like, to take the whole bottom off. Not the whole bottom, but just like, you know, the part that's essentially going to be the door. I need that bottom off. So let's go with, we're gonna go with this guy, which then, oh, I need to put my ruler down first, my bad. Okay. Not a whole inch, but maybe like 7/8. 7/8 on both sides. Yes. Okay. 7/8. Is that what I'm thinking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make sure I'm marking these right. And of course, I'm gonna want a 7-inch action figure-ish. How tall are you? 7 inches? Just about 7-inch action figure. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make it 8 inches tall. So we're going to go up 8 inches.
I know who it is. I'll just go get her. Be back in a flash.
I'm gonna go 8 inches this way. 8 inches on the other side.
Yoo-hoo.
Agnes.
Well, you look fabulous.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Hart.
No, it's Mrs. Davis.
Oh,
Here.
oh,
No,
right.
Mrs. Hart was what Wanda handed me.
Sharon
My name is
Davis.
Sharon. I know
Okay.
you get confused sometimes, but my real name is Sharon.
Well, there's no time for detail. Oh, have I commented on how beautiful your garden is recently?
Well, no, you have not. It's just me and my green thumb. But I'll tell you the secret to fluffy azaleas.
So, I was just wondering if you'd like to come to a little party I'm having tonight.
Wait, I wanted to know that secret.
Party? Really?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't been to a party since Mr. Davis passed
Are
away.
you in or are you out, Hart?
Oh, well, I think I'm gonna grab my purse. Oh, a party.
Should I get the car? Some people might need to squeeze in the back. To drive up to the road, team. The road is conjured.
So, are we doing laundry together?
Why don't you head upstairs and let us just do our thing, okay? Just close some windows while you're at it, because it feels like a draft. Okay, but you'll let me
So
know
here
when
comes
that's good.
Agatha's motherly instinct to protect the teen.
Okay.
Doesn't have to do that, but she decides to. You know what I mean?
So, all we need to do is see when the path
Hey, what's up?
that door.
I don't know who's all in here. It looks like there's just one person.
On our merry way
It's all good.
to have
Here I am
all of
working
our
on
magical
this.
dreams come true. Okay. All aboard?
So who's going high?
Oh, no, thank you. I don't take drugs.
She's talking about the harmonies.
I'm an alto, that's all I'm saying.
Get off me!
Okay.
I got you. Okay, buddy. Seekest thou the road to all that's foul and fair?
Here comes the big number. They're gonna get their sang on.
Sisters, fire, water, earth, and air. Darkest hour, wake thy power.
So for this door, I kind of want it to have a window. Am I supposed to know this song? That's hilarious. Well, first we're actually gonna go in. Wait a minute. Where's that 7-inch mark at? Bartman, what's up, bro? So that actual figure is 7 inches. We want this doors to be sturdy. We're gonna go down half an inch. No, we're gonna go 5/8. Then we're gonna go in half an inch. Alright, and then we're gonna make this window a long window. So we're thinking, what's appropriate for this guy? We need to make it a long window, but also sturdy enough, you know what I mean? So if that's at the 7 mark, so we're going to go. And then get the smaller guy out here. It looks like 3.5 is going to be perfect. It's right under both of their waists, so let's get that going.
Feedback for you. It did not take this long last time. So she was delicious. Says the voice flatter than a pancake.
Yeah, did you not hear you? Because the voice does not
inside me. I have perfect taste.
No, I thought we sounded great.
You recruited us. And I was a fool. You can forget
All
that
right.
was rude. I die before letting you befoul it with your noxious mediocrity. What a team of rejects. Coward.
fraud, disappointment. I'd say you should burn like the rest of them, but that would be a waste of time. And no, you need to shut up. Go to hell. Make me.
Wait! This is a power grab. She wants us to attack her. You brought us here hoping our proximity, coupled with your cruelty, would get you a spark you could steal. You had no intention of bringing us on the road.
Yo, Warpath, thank you for hanging out. Also, that's one of the coolest name up in here. Hello, Ultimate Geek Dragon, ¿cómo estás? ¿Cómo va la vida en España? Eres de España, ¿no? Okay. What's up, dude? George, what's up, man? I'm making the door to the corner store. I just made sure that everything's gonna fit flush on the sides. You can see it's you know, it's got that angle. You guys can see that angle from here. But yeah, now I'm just trying to make this door happen. It's gonna have a long window in there. I made it this big, so that this long. So this is a 6-inch action figure, and I put my McFarlane up in here, and it's marked right under the waist of both, and I feel like that's perfect. That's good. Thank you. Well, it's great if I'm from Spain, but I want to fly to the United States. Oh, es lo que pensaba. Pues ven a visitar. Vas a amar las playas de California o los bosques de Colorado. Pero es la gente que no te va a caer bien. Ultimate Geek says, I want to make a diorama for Megatron from Beast Wars. Hey, eso va a ser padre. You sent the dolphin? I can't do a dolphin. I can't. Where's my tape? Oh, I forgot I used this tape. Okay. For something else. So I'm just gonna find the edge. Living on the edge. We are at 3:48. I've been working on this corner store, and discussing Agatha episodes 1 through 3. So far, I am now giving a different option for who Billy or who the teen can be, and honestly, I think it's there's a few options. You guys want to hear them? That make you laugh? Do one of his bubble baths with the rubber ducky. Hey. Alright, look, so the teen can be Billy, it could be Mephisto, it could be one of Mephisto's stooges, and it could be Agatha's kid, or now I believe that he could be Blackheart. I know that later in the show, it's gonna Rio is gonna come back, and she did mention that she had a black heart, but now there's gonna be a lot of misdirection, but then a lot of like foreshadowing. You know, when he asks who's all in the coven, they went down through the names, and then they said the Black Heart. Well, since they don't know his name, Billy Maximoff, Black Heart, kind of have like the same mouth movements when you say them. So that's who I think. Those are the options that I think are there. But yeah, now I kind of think that the teen could be Black Heart. But you know, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, whoops. Go ahead, skip to the next episode. We do have 9 minutes left on our show. I am going to cut the show at 4. That is for Roku. And for those that don't know, I am live on Roku TV. I'm also on YouTube. And here on TikTok. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Thursdays from 2 to 4 p.m. Pacific time. Don't get it twisted. Pacific time is my time. I craft dioramas, toy accessories, play sets. I open action figures.
Thank you, Mrs. Hart.
No, my real name is
And I do
Sharon
drawing occasionally.
Sing the ballad that Dora will appear.
We should really go right now.
Yo, thanks for the gifts, homie. Oh shoot, Action Figure AF joining the Heart Gang again. That's what's up, dude. All gifts do go back to my art supplies, because this stuff is not cheap. Please consider subscribing to the channel. My followers goal right now is 5, but I am trying to get to 50. Once I get to 50, I will start doing giveaways only for my subscribers. You'll be able to win everything I just mentioned, from art, action figure props, action figure accessories, dioramas, play sets that I handcraft myself, and action figures. Some new, some old, but only if you're a subscriber. There are 2 tiers right now. There's the $2.99 a month, that is the price of 2 Hot Wheels a month. And then there's the $9.99 one, which will give you more entries once I start doing the giveaways.
Is that because coven share blessings and burdens alike?
Okay, someone really needs to call this kid's parent.
Oh, I'm 100% positive.
I did forget to mention this one. I will be doing 3D prints
As a buyer.
as another form of giveaways and prizes that you can win.
All I would have expected to see down here.
That'll be more of a personal thing that we can go through a website together, and we can pick out the ones that you want printed.
Hey, she has a name. Well, whoever she is, she has no business on the web.
Anyone can
That is
get
what
away
I've been trying to tell you.
Which puts the rest of us in even more danger, and we don't even know what we're up against.
Tame your fears.
Tame your fears. Which is another way of foreshadowing. I mean, I know it's part of like the song or whatever, right? But like, maybe it's part of the song. I didn't hear the whole song or remember it all.
What are they like?
But to consider that she knew Tame Your Fears, it's another way of foreshadowing what's to come.
The road will test us in our knowledge of craft. One trial for each skill.
How do we pass them without any power?
Well, there's always analog magic. You know, labor-intensive, manual act magic. Witchcraft. Emphasis on the craft.
Emphasis on the craft.
Well, I'll be. Someone's put a sigil on that board.
What?
Don't look at me.
All
I'm
right.
a clumsy
We got
flower.
6 minutes left on the clock before I call it good on the Roku show. I will continue to hang out with you guys and craft this.
You, the witch folk. Looks like Agatha
Wow.
has a sparkly little mystery with her. She was probably trying to keep them all to herself.
Why would someone want to hide me?
Look, I have no idea what's under that sigil. He could be something special, or he could be a pest with a cranky witch stashed under a rock. We can crack him open later. The real
She's such a witch.
lies at the end of the road.
I love that.
So, you want to unbind, and you want to reverse your fortune. You want to find out what happened to me.
Thank you guys for hanging out with me.
Wait, where's Mrs. Hart?
I am
Take your eyes off
steadily cutting through this. I could. This is just one of those things I'm gonna have to like cut out. You know, it's the window. I think this is gonna be a fun window to put on here. You know, I wanted a window because I printed the sign. You know, like the closed and open sign for the shop. So like obviously I need a window for it to like hang on and be shown through. Didn't want to do it in the side windows because the side windows are going to be decorated with, well, toy companies. And I printed out those 2.
What in the world? No.
Okay, kind of just showing you. I needed to look at the back to see how far I need to cut. I still need to go a bit ways.
Help me! Getting lower, witch people!
Which people? Oh, she's woke. She's woke. She said which people. Living in this world today. Yeah. Imagine all the witch people.
Just a really horrible party!
This is pretty obvious, but for the uninitiated. Rule number 1. Do not
Okay.
step off the road.
Oh, I straight on from the back.
Yes, thank you, team. So if we just follow the instructions of the ballot,
My biggest fear is that this is going to slip and just like, you know, like go all over me, and I'm just gonna be oozing plasma everywhere. I don't know if you guys get that same fear when you craft, but I certainly just get like at least 2 drops of pee every time that I get that scared, you know. And of course, 1, because I'm scared, and 2, because I'm in control. Me.
Was that there before?
Okay.
we should stop asking that question.
I'm just gonna do a little bit of that. So I need to do the window first, because it'd just be a lot harder to take the window out after if I took the door out first. You know what I mean?
Maybe this is the end.
It hurts me watching you work without tools. Well, I have that saw, right?
Sorry.
It's just that I don't have the steadiest hand with that saw. With the blade, it just takes a bunch more runs at it. But no, I totally get you. I totally get you. I wish I had a whole shop.
The baby's in the room.
It's full.
But I feel like I'm doing okay.
Face.
Ish. Lie to me and say I'm doing fine.
So what do we do?
Well, we don't want to surprise anyone,
Don't we?
don't we?
Alright, see, now you might have heard the teen just be like, oh, what do we do now after blah blah blah? Like, boy, quit acting like you aren't aware of what's going on. He just plays dumb too much, you know? You just take the caveman thing too far. Bro, if I could, I'd be using a stone.
It changed us too.
Alright. It is 4 o'clock.
It's giving middle-aged, second chance
Um,
vibes, and I'm here for it.
Everyone in Roku land, I really want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I'm Taven the Caveman. Here we do all sorts of things. I like to mainly everything DIY related, unless I'm opening action figures and giving you guys live reviews about that. But thank you for joining me today. I was working on a toy store diorama that I've got commissioned. I got plenty more commissioned, so you know that I'm going to have plenty more content to bring you guys. But today was fun. Today was fun. We got to talk about Agatha, episode 1 and 2. We're on episode 3. We might I might continue this again next week. We'll probably continue this next week and talk about 3 and 4 then. But yeah, I had a good time. I hope you had a good time. I hope you are enjoying that I got a new camera that can show my work in higher def. I was waiting for that to happen, and now that it's there, I'm really happy about it. But again, I'm Taven the Caveman. Thank you for being here with me. I'll see you guys in the next one.